No one was prepared for this. Not the fans, not the media, not even his closest friends. That day, the Chinese entertainment world suddenly came to a halt because of one sentence that was spoken so softly but hit so hard. Ziyu finally said it. After years of guarding his heart and remaining silent behind his smile, he finally revealed who he really wanted to marry. And from that moment on, everything changed. For fans who had followed her career from the beginning, Ziyu was not just an artist. She was a symbol of elegance, calmness, and mystery. Every time she appeared on screen, there was an aura that was difficult to describe, as if her eyes held secrets that few people could guess. All this time, Ziyu has been known to be very private about her personal life. She rarely talks about love, even when all her peers have started to open up about their romantic relationships. Ziyu remains silent. She always responds with a small laugh whenever interviewers bring up the topic of her ideal man or dream husband. It's as if she is keeping something close to her heart, something too precious to share. But it turns out that her silence doesn't mean she has no feelings. Behind that calm exterior lies a story that has been brewing for a long time. It all started in Ziyu's latest interview for a famous talk show. At first, the atmosphere was very relaxed. They talked about her new movie, the filming process, and light topics such as hobbies and favorite foods. But when the host jokingly asked, "If you had to choose one person to marry, who would you choose?" the room suddenly fell silent. Ziyu didn't answer right away. She looked down for a moment, her lips trembling slightly, then smiled faintly. After a few seconds that felt like an eternity, she lifted her face and said in a soft but steady voice, "Maybe him. Someone who always makes me feel safe." And at that moment, the world stopped. That simple sentence immediately caused a long silence in the studio. The interviewer looked shocked. The staff behind the camera exchanged glances, and fans at home watching the live broadcast began to hold their breath. Did Ziyu just confess? And as expected, the internet exploded in a matter of minutes. Short video clips of the confession immediately spread across Weibo, Douyin, and Twitter. The hashtag #ZiyuConfesses rose to number 1 trending in just 1 hour. Thousands of comments flooded the timeline. Wait, did he really say that? He looks so nervous. Who is he talking about? Oh my god, this isn't a dream, right? Fans who had always admired Ziyu's calmness were now faced with a completely different side of him. A side that was honest, fragile, and full of love. This is the question that intrigued everyone. Who was this mysterious figure who had made Ziyu's heart flutter so deeply that he wanted to marry her? Many fans believed that he was referring to his co-star in last year's romantic drama, someone who was often seen close to him, both behind the scenes and during promotions. The two were known to have such natural chemistry that many believed their relationship was more than just a working relationship. However, there are also some fans who believe that he is not a celebrity. Some speculate that the person is Ziyu's old friend, someone who has always been by her side even before she became famous. There is a theory that in some old interviews, Ziyu mentioned a man who always made her feel calm. Not someone glamorous, but someone who allows me to be myself. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain. From the tone of her voice, from the look in her eyes, from the small smile she couldn't hide, the feelings are real. The most emotional moment came when the interviewer tried to confirm, "Are you really serious about that answer?" Ziyu looked at the camera, then replied softly, "I've never said it before because I was afraid. But now, I think it's okay to be honest with myself." And that sentence really made everyone fall silent. There was no laughter, no applause, just a feeling-filled silence. Some fans even admitted to crying while watching the video. They felt a pure honesty, like a young woman who finally dared to reveal her true feelings after years of keeping them to herself. As soon as the interview aired, all media platforms immediately discussed it. Articles with sensational headlines appeared. Ziyu finally confesses. A confession that shakes the entertainment world. Who is the mysterious man in Ziyu's heart? International fans also got caught up in the hype. They made reaction videos, theories, and even analyzed Ziyu's facial expressions second by second. Every glance, every smile, every pause. Everything was dissected in incredible detail. Some even compared the moment to scenes from Ziyu's own dramas. It was as if reality and fiction had finally merged. What made this confession so powerful was not just the words, but the way she said them. There was no excessive laughter, no sweet style as usual. Just a sincere gaze, a trembling voice, and a meaningful smile. Many people said that they could see Ziyu's human side for the first time. Not the glamorous star they idolized, but a woman with a heart that wanted to be loved and to love. One fan wrote, "Today I saw Ziyu not as an idol, but as a human being. And that was more beautiful than anything else." Since that confession, rumors have continued to spread. Some fans swear they saw Ziyu attending a private event with someone who perfectly matched the description of him. Others claim to have seen the same bracelet worn by both of them on different occasions. Coincidence? Or a subtle sign of hidden love? The media began to speculate. Does this mean that Ziyu is secretly in a relationship? Or perhaps the confession was just an expression of deep admiration? But behind all these theories, one thing is clear. This confession is not just a viral moment. It is a portrait of honesty, which perhaps only once in a lifetime would be dared to be spoken by someone who has lived in the shadow of the camera. Interestingly, even though the world continues to search for the identity of him, Ziyu himself remains silent after the interview. He neither denies nor confirms it. He only says in his social media post, "Sometimes, love doesn't need to be explained. It's enough to be felt." Those words once again stirred the netizens. Some cried, some smiled, and some became even more curious. But somehow, her words brought peace. As if she wanted to say, "Let this be mine, not the world's." For many people, that moment changed the way they saw Ziyu. She was no longer just an actress with extraordinary charm on screen, but a woman who dared to face her greatest fear, the fear of being loved honestly. Such courage is rarely seen in the entertainment world. Amidst the pressure of image and public scrutiny, Ziyu chose to be real. She knew her confession would cause a stir, but she did it anyway. And that's what made her even more beloved. The biggest question now hangs in the air. Will that confession lead Ziyu to the altar someday? Will he, who makes her feel safe, truly become her life partner? No one knows yet. But many fans believe that if the love is genuine, time will bring it to where it should be. A fan wrote in the comment section, "If he's happy, then we're happy too. We don't need to know who he is. We just want to know that Ziyu has finally found his home." It's not just because he's a celebrity, but because that moment touched on something universal, the courage to be true to your heart. We've all been afraid to love, afraid of losing, afraid of being the subject of gossip. And seeing Ziyu admit her feelings in front of millions of people made many people feel inspired. She showed that love is not a weakness, but a strength. That expressing your feelings is not a sign of uncertainty, but proof that someone is ready to be themselves. Since that day, Ziyu has not spoken about his confession. But every time he appears on screen, his smile seems different, softer, calmer, and as if a new light is shining from within him. Perhaps because he is no longer hiding. Perhaps because he had found someone who truly made him feel safe. And for the fans who had accompanied him on his long journey, this was not just a viral moment, it was a love story unfolding before their eyes. Ziyu had given the world a simple yet beautiful lesson, that there is nothing wrong with loving, nothing wrong with being honest, and nothing wrong with being human in the spotlight. That day, when she uttered those words, "There is someone who makes me feel safe," she wasn't just talking about love, but also about freedom. The freedom to feel, to acknowledge, and to live according to her heart. And perhaps, behind all the speculation and media hype, that is the true meaning of her confession. Because sometimes, love doesn't need to be announced with fanfare. It's enough to say it softly, just once, and the whole world will fall silent to listen. Do you also feel the honest emotion in Ziyu's confession? Do you think he has truly found his true love? Share your thoughts in the comments section because this story might just be beginning.